Suzuki is full of character. The crossover Fronx is a better car than you can imagine. The Suzuki Fronx will arrive from India in the fall of 2024. After test driving the Fronx, which is positioned as Suzuki's global strategic vehicle, Terry said, "This is a lunch restaurant that has people lining up." It seems the Fronx struck a chord with Terry. This article was published in January 2025. Text: Terry Ito. Photos: Moro Yukimasa. Suzuki first published in Best Car, February 26, 2025 issue. Fronx is a popular lunch restaurant with long lines. After spending half a day with the new Suzuki Fronx, the hot new car, I understood why it is so popular. It is equipped with an overwhelming amount of equipment, and the only optional equipment is a special color and a two-tone color. The price is 2,541,000 yen for the FF and 2,739,000 yen for the 4WD, which is within reach if you add 200,000 to 300,000 yen to a minicar with the same equipment. The cost performance is excellent. Especially since I've been fed up with the high prices of new cars recently, this price setting feels like a breath of fresh air. I want to be grateful and say, as expected of Suzuki. Cheap is justice, and even if you have a little dissatisfaction, it's good to think, it's cheap, so it can't be helped. In other words, it means that you don't have to feel unnecessary stress. People bow down before cheapness. As for people who are very particular about their cars, that's a different story, and Fronx was not targeted at such users from the beginning. They know their way of life very well. Without fear of being misunderstood, Fronx is like a popular restaurant in an office district. The lunch is delicious and filling. The specialty conger eel bowl is so thick that the conger eel tempura can stand up, and yet it is cheap, so it is very popular with office workers. There is always a line at lunchtime. It is hard to make cheap and delicious food, and there is fierce competition with neighboring restaurants. It is all the result of the owner's efforts, and the same is true for the Fronx. I am once again grateful to Suzuki for making such a car at this price. The engine is a 4-cylinder 1.5L gasoline mild hybrid, which is not particularly high quality but has sufficient performance. The ride felt a little stiff, but it was within the acceptable range. As I said before, cheap is justice, and it is good to feel that this is enough. In addition, it is easy to handle with features such as a small body and easy to understand switches, so I do not feel dissatisfied at all. This kind of casual car is suitable for a scene where many young people get in and go for a lively drive. In other words, the Fronx is not only cheap, but also a very refreshing car. Is that too much praise? However, the design, driving, usability, and everything else meet the standards, and on top of that, it's cheap, so there's nothing to complain about. On the other hand, the Fronx's rivals are also all capable cars, such as the Yaris Cross, WRV, Race Rocky, etc. While the Fronx's high-cost performance and appeal are acknowledged, it is also true that it is not overwhelmingly superior to its rivals. In terms of fuel efficiency, the Yaris Cross wins by a landslide, and many people will like the boxy design of the WRV, and the Race Rocky also has a grade that is priced in the 1 million yen range. Each has its own characteristics and appeal, but it is certain that the Fronx is a car that can compete on equal terms with its powerful rivals. As mentioned earlier, the Fronx is not targeted at people who are particular about their cars, but it is very much acceptable to use the Fronx as a theme to enjoy dressing up cheaply. For example, just adding bright checkered seat covers can change the atmosphere. It's like doing a 10,000 yen outfit with the Fronx. With a little sense and small items, you can make your car unique for just a few thousand yen, not 10,000 yen. This may be a way to enjoy the casual atmosphere of Fronx. It's similar to making frozen or instant foods taste even better by adding a little extra effort. It's fun to think about what to do, and it's an arrangement that's possible because the original is good. Suzuki Front 4WD 2,739,000 yen 6AT. A compact SUV released in October 2024. The body size is 3,995 mm long, 1,765 mm wide, 1,550 mm high, with a wheelbase of 2,520 mm, ground clearance of 170 mm, and a vehicle weight of 1130 kg. The power unit is a 1.5L inline 4-cylinder mild hybrid, with the 4WD model having 99 PS engine plus 3.1 PS motor and WLTC mode fuel economy of 17.8 km per liter. It is equipped with the latest ADAS equipment, and the 4WD model is exclusive to Japan.